What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Benedict Easy, aka Benny Mannequin, coming to you live from the Mannequin studio. And I just wanted to hop on here real quick and answer a couple of questions that I've been getting. Actually, a specific question I've been getting constantly is about investing. Well, if you follow me on Instagram and you followed me through the years, you know that I always preach about investing, growing your money, I do that on this channel too, in a little way, but I have decided to start to talk about it more because at the end of the day, I feel like the people that focus on this channel they range between the ages of 18 to 24. So I thought about explaining some investment strategies and just basically advice about investing, because at the end of the day, everyone's trying to make out the hood. I'm trying to make out the hood. You think I want to be in the Mannequin studio all day? Come on, we have to actually make a studio someday. First off, I'm going to read out the question, the top two questions that the most recent two questions that I've received from people. I'm going to put it right here too, so you guys see. But the first one, I'm going to blur their names out just because I don't know. I know money is a topic that people don't want to really talk about as much. But the first question is, hi, my name is Emmanuel. I'm just going to say his name just so that when he's watching this, he would know. Saw your post with Marintia and started following you because you seemed like the right and proper person that has the priorities straight. I get my priorities straight, okay? All right. I saw your post about the stock market. As I said, I post a lot about the stock market because it's something that people don't talk about or people don't see. But I saw your post about the stock market and the stuff that you were invested in. I wanted to ask you if you could please link me with some books and websites that helped you make you invest smartly, like where to put your money and where not to. I know you're probably busy. That's bullshit. I'm not busy. Well, I am, but I'm always there to respond. So I had a little chat with this guy, and swell guy, by the way. Like, he has his priorities straight, he has his mindset right. So I gave him some good advice. So I thought I should bring that to you guys. And the other question that I got from someone else was from another person that came my DM, and this was he was more straightforward with this one. He said, I want to start investing. Where should I begin? I'm 21. So with this video, this is kind of like a segue to another dimension of my YouTube channel where I'm going to be talking more of investing. But for this first video, I'm going to be talking, what are investments? Investments, to start with, and the plain and simple, is when you take out a piece of whatever you earn. So it doesn't have to be money, but take out a piece of anything and put it into something else that you know is going to end up growing to a bigger thing. Example, you get paid $4,000 a month. After all your expenses, you're left with maybe $2,000. You decide to take $500 out of that and put it into an index fund, or you put it into real estate account, getting ready to buy an apartment, or you put it into sneakers, or you put it into anything you want to put it into. It's as good as investment. Or you put it into your school fees, or put it into buying books for yourself. That's all investments, because at the end of the day, you're going to get a return. You're gonna get a return on your investment depending on the way you invest. So that's basically, in layman's terms, that's what investments are. You put down something to get something bigger in the future. Why are investments necessary? Why do I think investments are necessary? Is because you're broke. And when I say you're broke, I'm talking to myself too. So you guys don't feel like I'm calling you broke, because I'm broke too. Don't get it twisted. Anyways, there's no point in having a savings account. Why? Because when you put your money in a savings account, the banks, that's how they operate. The banks take this money and then they invest the money to make their money as well. Banking is a business, you have to understand, and banks are owned by people who run businesses. So you putting all your trust in a bank and just putting your money in the savings account is kind of like a no-brainer. I might as well be a bank. Just send me your money, I'll hold it for you. Don't get me wrong, I believe in savings accounts, but what you need to understand is a savings account needs to be intentional. When you have a savings account, what are you saving for? Like, personally, I got into this mindset of thinking about savings accounts more like intentionally, let's say maybe 3 years ago. But I stopped just having a savings account where I just kept my money in there and it ended up not doing anything for me. So I rather not have physical cash, because knowing the way I live, I like to enjoy myself. I like to buy nice things. If I put my money in a savings account, it's gonna be touched. I'm gonna take it out at some point because I feel like the money is there. But if you put in an investment, it kind of cripples you to understand that, okay, the money is not there, but then you think more on equity because you know that, okay, the money is going to come back to you at either a larger fold, or it's gonna work at the end of the day. Even though it comes back to you less, you know that you've made that money work for you. So investments are necessary in situation. Example, now we see we're basically in a recession, and if you just graduated, we have entered the worst job market there is. So let's say you had an investment, or like you invested in a business when before the pandemic came in, and you were making a lot of money. Whatever money you made whatever money you've made on top of whatever you invested is a return on your investment, and you're probably going to be better off than us right now, because that's the idea of investments. Even the Bible says it. It says, ship your grain across the sea and it's going to come back to you in tenfold. And sorry for the non-Christians, but this is just one of the Bible verses that I stick onto, because I feel like this is something that has guided me through investing, and it's kind of put my head in check when I make a loss, especially because then I feel like, okay, that's what the Bible says, so the Bible must be correct. On a more human perspective, you wanna always, like, you know what they say, save for the rainy day. Well, I don't believe in that. I think it's more like investing for the rainy day, because really, if you save for a rainy day, you're actually going to end up blowing the money you've saved for on that rainy day. And if it's a rainy day and what you have, but think about it, like this is honestly me stepping out of context of the video, but you're saving for a rainy day. All right, the rainy day comes and you blow the money. What happens to the next day? So that's kind of what investments are like. If you invest for a rainy day, when the rainy day actually does come, you get to take out parts of the equity you have and spending on the rainy day, and then tomorrow you can have another stuff. So cut that on this. So on this channel, we're changing that quote to invest for the rainy day, not save for the rainy day. But yeah, maybe I'll copyright that, make some bread as well. Anyways, the next question, what are some options? Some options that you can think about for investments are the basic one, index. Who the hell is knocking on my thing? Sorry guys, my neighbors are acting crazy, man. But some investment options are investing in an index fund. Oh my days, so hard to say. But basically investing in the stock market as a whole. If you guys don't know, in this pandemic, the stock market has been doing the best numbers it's ever done in probably forever. If you look at the news, you see that America, well, I don't know about everywhere, probably everywhere else, but the US is experiencing up to 10.2% of unemployment. Or I think that's even more, honestly. But I might have to fact check my stuff. But you do the research. But the point is, as people are going ahead and getting unemployed, these big companies are cashing out on the stock market. The rich are getting richer, the poor is staying poor. So people have to educate themselves. And sadly enough, I have to say, the black community does not educate themselves more enough, because we care much more about material stuff rather than reading between the lines. Anyways, guys, the stock market is one option. Number two option you can go for is the forex market. It's kind of forex stocks, kind of like they kind of bounce off each other if you do it the right way. But I feel like with the forex market is a bit more risky. But if you're the type of guy that has, like, I like risk, because at the end of the day, I take it like, okay, well, I'm not worth like $500,000 or $1 million right now. So like any money I kind of lose right now is kind of useless, because like I'm not there yet. So whatever money I'm putting in right now, I feel like it's teaching me a lesson to get me ready for those big investments. That's just my mindset. Anyways, but the forex market is a bit more risky than the stock market, but like how I personally use the two to complement themselves. The forex market, I take it as a compounding method. So basically, you compound your money in forex and you use it in stocks, because stocks move kind of exponentially. Forex is kind of like so you just want to catch the right spot, drop it, catch the right spot, take it up. That's how forex is, and you do that. The third one, which is like kind of like my baby, because it's what I've been doing since like I was young. Well, since I was younger, is reselling in general. The reselling of sneakers, reselling of hype clothes and all that. I know a lot of people hate resellers, but at the end of the day, like I'm an Igbo boy. Like that's like trading, reselling. That's our culture. So resale culture. Another investment idea you can think about. Well, I don't really call this you can call this an investment, but well, start a business. Like start a business that a business that doesn't really entail you to kind of be in it, because I feel like the way I would like to define an investment is something that I can kind of do and not really be into it, because it's one stream of income. Investment is like a supplement to your streams of income. So you don't want to like have like a business where like, or like you don't want to have like a business that you can call an investment. Like, so maybe like a business that I can personally call an investment is probably like network marketing, because that one is kind of like, once you get to a point, it's just like a bubble. It just keeps boom, 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 and you keep making all this. You keep making all this kind of money. But we'll talk about that topic, network marketing, another time. Another way to think about investments is thinking short term and long term. Remember when I talked about the forex and the stock market? Exactly that point. I feel like with forex, obviously there are people that know how to invest long term with forex, but I think it's more like a shorter term per trades, or like per like a thing. There's obviously there are different trading strategies. Don't quote my word. I'm not a financial advisor, so whatever I say on this channel or whatever I say in this video, please go do your research. Don't say that Ben told you to do it and you're gonna lose your money. But we look at it at long term and short term. Like for me, I feel like the forex market is more like a short term investment where you kind of like read the market, take what you need, and in my situation, and then I put it in the stock market, which is more long term. You know what they say about Amazon? 20 years ago, if they told you about Amazon and you put it, not even 20 years ago, when I first started my internship when I first did an internship, the first time I ever worked in my life in 2016, Amazon was worth, I believe, $900 on the stock market. And when I first got my paycheck, and that was when I was like 1 year or 2 years fresh into being in this country, and I got my first paycheck, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna buy Amazon. But mind you, this was my first job. Before that, I had never made anything more than, I had never made any money like at a job. I used to resell stuff, but like even reselling stuff, the most I made was like $600. Like I never made constant money like that in my life. But then because of my mindset was so situated on saving and like not trying to spend too much, I don't want to just be, I want to just hold my little $1,000 savings and just carry it because I did that, I never bought it. And at the end of the day, today we see Amazon clocking 3,300, possibly going to close the end of the year at 4,000. So imagine if I did buy into it at that time. So what I'm saying is that with stock market is more like long term stuff. Like example, sneakers can be long term, but then everything depends on you at the end of the day, because you can take whatever market you want to be invested in, and you can decide, okay, I want to do this for short term purposes or long term purposes. Like bringing it to the sneaker market, you can buy some shoes. Like, okay, like I just got and I reviewed to you guys the Travis Scotts. I sold them immediately because I don't really need them, and plus they were not even my size. So that was more like a short-term investment. And in my case, with that money, I used the money to fund my forex account, or like to supplement to the already available funds that are in my forex account. So I use that as a supplement to that. And eventually when I'm able to flip that, or not flip, because that's the wrong word, and I know forex traders hate to hear that, but when I'm able to compound my account more, the money goes into my stocks. That's basically how the cycle goes. And if you're thinking long term with sneakers as well, you can decide to buy like 20 pairs of, or like how many pairs of sneakers, and then you can decide to keep it for a long time. Like when I say a long time, it can go as far as possible. Let's talk about the Chicago's, like the first Yeezy and Nike collab that came out like years ago. Look on StockX right now, you'd be blown away how much you can sell it for. At the time, it only costs like what, $200 to cop. But right now you're seeing it clear over like 15 to 16K, some 20K. So you can easily buy, like, put down, that's like a down payment for a house over here. That's just some mindset about investing I wanted to share with you guys. Like I said, guys, don't take what I said in this video like too literal, because at the end of the day, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm only a guy that is an architect, at the same time makes YouTube videos about basically bettering your life and investing and fashion and all that. So if you want to follow, that is at your own detriment. This is what I do for myself. Anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have more questions, don't be hesitant to ask me, because I would literally do the research and bring it to you guys. So comment down below if you have any questions, any concerns, anything you want to just talk about, and I'll bring it to you guys. Like I said, do your part, I'll do my part. Bring in the likes and the views, and I'll bring the video to you. Oh my god, yo, I might actually become a rapper. Okay, no, I might actually become a rapper, because yo, my bars. Anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed that video, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your day.